Hello my dear students, I am Hanumant B, working as a lecturer in Computer Science Department at Government Polytechnic, Haratgi. As a part of LMS programming, we are going to conduct classes on DBMS for 3rd semester Computer Science students. In these sessions, we are going to discuss DBMS system environment and DBMS components modules. Before starting these sessions, let me summarize what we discussed in the previous session or in the previous classes. In the previous classes, we discussed what are the DBMS languages and its types, and what are the database interfaces and its types. And also we discussed in brief that DBMS languages are used for defining and manipulating the databases. And with the help of interfaces, we are able to interact with the database without using the SQL queries. Today we are going to discuss DBMS system environment, DBMS components modules, database system utilities, tools, application environments, communications facilities. Okay, let me define what is DBMS system environment. It is a collection of components that regulates the group of data, data management, and use of data which are stored in the database. In this figure, we are having two parts. So, lower part and upper part. So, the upper part of the figure refers to the various users of the database environment and their interfaces. That means who are going to use the database, that comes under the upper parts, and the below parts shows the internals of the DBMS, which is responsible for storage of data and processing of transactions. Okay, we will discuss now what are the modules we are going to use in this DBMS components module. That means what are the modules or what are the program softwares we are going to use in the DBMS components module or environments. First module is stored data manager, DDL compiler, interactive query interface, pre-compiler, runtime database processor, system catalog, concurrency control system, backup and recovery systems. What is the use of stored data manager? That means what is the function of this module? Provides interface between the low level data which is stored in the database and the applications programs. That means it provides the interface between the data, low level data and the applications programs. And also the use of the function of this module is for it is also responsible for efficient storing, retrieving and updating of data. Next module, DDL compiler. Already we learnt what do you mean by DDL, data definition languages. That means we have written the languages and we have to compile it. For that case we are going to use this module, DDL compiler. What it will do? The DDL compiler processes schema definitions specified in the DDL and stores the description of the schema or metadata, data about data, in the DBMS catalog. That means we have defined the structure of the database and those statements will be processes by using DDL compiler. Then interactive query interface. What is the function of this module? See, using this module, that means query compiler parsed and validated for correctness of the query syntax by a query compiler that compiles them into an internal form. With the help of this query compiler, we are able to parse and validate for the correctness of the query syntax. That means whether the whatever we have written the queries, whether they are syntactically correct or not, that will be done by query compiler. and query optimizer. That means in order to reordering of operations or elimination redundancy of correct algorithms, indexes during executions. These are the functions will be performed with the help of interactive query interface module. Then runtime database processor. What is the function of this model? That means why we are going to use this model. By using this model, it executes privileged commands, and this module will execute executable query plans. That means privileged commands. That means usually these commands will be used by the DBA. Okay, that means for executing those privileged command, like for granting, giving access, setting parameters, those things will be done by this runtime database processors. And also it will plan how to execute the queries. That means another function of runtime database processor is to, that means when we have to execute executable query plans, when we are going to run our queries. That is the duty of runtime database processor module. Then concurrency control system. What is the function of concurrency control system? That means whenever we are performing some operations on the database, that means it ensures whether data is updated correctly and appropriately when multiple transactions are concurrently executed in DBMS backup and recovery systems. That means whether the data is updated correctly. After doing some operations, we have to check it out, and that task will be done by concurrency control system modules. With the help of concurrency control module, we can ensure whether data is updated correctly and appropriately. Then database system utilities. Some of the utilities we are going to use in database to work with the database. What are the utilities we are going to use? Loading utilities, backup, database storage reorganization utility, performance monitoring utilities. These are the utilities we are going to use in database systems. What is the use of loading? That means whenever we are doing some operations, we are creating the data and instances, we have to load it. That means the loading utility is used to load existing data files into the database. That means with the help of these functions, we can load existing data files into the database. Then what is the use of backup utility? Already we know this backup utility is very, very important nowadays, because by using this utility, we can create a backup copy of the database by dumping the entire database onto tape or other mass storage media. And the backup copy can be used to restore the data when there is a chance of catastrophic disk failures. Okay, that means sometimes there is a chances of disk failure. That time we should have the backup utility. With this utility, we can get the restored files. We can restore the files. Then database storage reorganization. By using this utility, we can reorganize a set of database organizations and create new access path to improve performance. That means, suppose we will give the path where we have to store the data in the database, and to improve the performance, we have to create new access path. Suppose for indexing and all we are going to use for improving the performance. That means by using this utility, we can reorganize a set of database organizations, and also with the help of this, we can create new access path in order to improve the performance. Then performance monitoring. What is the use of this utility? By using this utility, we can monitor the database usage and provide stats to the DBA. That means most of the peoples, most of the users will make use of the database, and we have to monitor it, we have to observe it, and that means database, how the database is used, what type of how much percentage the database is using, and that statistics we have to give it to the DBA. That means with the help of this utility we can monitor database usage, and that statistics will give to the DBA. And the DBA uses the statistics in making decisions. That means for to reorganize files, or whether to add or drop indexes in order to improve the performance. Okay, then tools. See, these tools in the database, we are having so many tools. That means by using these tools we can design we are using these tools in the design phase of a database systems. Case tools, that is one example. And another tool that can be useful in large organizations is an expanded data dictionary system, and this can be used whenever we need it. That means at the design phase of database systems we are going to use case tools, and another tool that can be used in large organizations in data dictionary system. Application development environment. The systems provide an environment for developing database applications. That means we should have the interface, we should have the environment in order to develop a database applications. That type of applications, for creating the database application we are going to use application development environments. And with the help of this environment we can facilitate that help in many facets of database systems, including database design, GUI development, querying and updating, and application program developments. With the help of this environment we can achieve all these tasks. That means sometimes we may require GUI developments, sometimes if you want to design database, that time also we require this environment, we need this environment. And also for querying and updating and application program developments. That means in these environment, by using this application development environment we can develop database applications, and we can also design database design, and also we can do GUI development, querying and updating, and application program development. Communication software. The communication software allows the user to communicate with the database from remote computer terminals, workstations, or personal computers. That means by using this software we are able to we can work with the database from remote places, from remote computers, either it may be workstation irbodu ಅಥವಾ personal computers with we can access the database. That means by using this communication software we are able to communicate with the database with the help of this communication softwares, so that the user can work anywhere from anywhere. Suppose somebody is working in the company, they will have the laptop and they will go to the home and then also they will work. That means the server will be in the the server will be placed in the in that particular company, but he can work from home, and he can do, and he can access the database with the help of these communication softwares. The integrated DBMS and data communication systems is called a database and database connectivity system. Okay, today we discussed DBM system environment, and what do you mean by DBM system environment, and having the diagram we are having the two parts, and upper parts it shows the users of the database environment and their interface. That means the users who are going to use, and their what are the interface they are using, that will come onto the above figure, and in the below figures which describes the internal of the DBMS which is responsible for storage of data and processing of transactions. And also in that in our DBMS environment we are having different modules like data stored managers, auto stored data managers, DDL compiler, pre-compiler, etc. We discussed in these sessions. So from these sessions we have let's have some assignments or activities. For example, first questions. We can have a one short 10 questions, and you should try to get the answers. Like first question is, dash is an interface between low level database and application program. What is the answer for this? Dash is an interface between low level database and application program. You can guess the answer here. Okay, it is database manager and the answers. And which of the following are the functions of database manager? Interacting with the file manager, creating queries to access database, security and enforcement. That means answer is all of the above, because he can interact with the file, also he can create the queries for accessing the data and done by okay, and with the help of the database managers you can provide the security for enforcement. The answer is all of the above. Similarly, you can go through this. Duty of database manager is to enforce integrity and dash checks. That is, answer is security checks. Okay. You can go through all the questions. Schema definition is written by DBA, application developer, storage manager, database managers. Just guess the answer. And granting and authorization for data access is provided by what? Whether database administrator or application developer, storage manager, or database managers. You can guess it out. DBA can do this, right? Database manager is known as, you can guess the answer. The database environment has all of the following components except what? In the environment, whether the user is there, user or separate files, database administrator, except separate files, because in the environment we will have these components. User will be there, database will be there, database administrator will be there, and also this we just go through it. Okay, thank you very much for watching these sessions. Thank you, one and all.